everyone, we've been spending almost 3 months here in coastal Ecuador, probably in the southern end of it, and we've been able to see several hummingbirds that I think you're going to enjoy. Let's start off with the most elusive, rarest, and hardest bird to find in this area. Finally, towards the end of our stay, we were able to get very close-up footage of this bird visiting a feeder. I've never seen footage like that on the internet before. I'm not sure if it's the first of its kind. Pretty pumped up right now. We've been trying for months to get this bird close up on our cameras. We've seen it a few times in a few different spots, but we've just captured the second smallest hummingbird in the world, the Esmeraldas Woodstar, coming to these feeders behind us here. We're pretty excited to share the footage with you. I spend a lot of time observing hummingbirds, and even I had my mind blown at how small this bird is. In fact, during this recording, I'm sitting just 40 feet from the feeders, and I was never quite sure whether the bird was actually visiting or not until I used my binoculars. You can see that in relation to the wasps that are on the feeder, that this hummingbird is not that much bigger than they are. I mentioned earlier that this is the second smallest hummingbird in the world. Do you know which hummingbird is the smallest in the world? Do you know where in the world it lives? Do you think I should go and visit it? If you are enamored with this little miracle like I am, you can see a more in-depth video with additional footage and facts, featuring only the Esmeraldas Woodstar, elsewhere on the channel. The second bird that we were able to get footage of is the Long-billed Hermit. And we were able to get it both in the wild and coming to feeders actually at our apartment. Another bird coming to the apartment, and pretty well everywhere, is the Rufous-tailed Hummingbird. It's a friend you'll see constantly in your travels in Ecuador, South and Central America. We had a pleasant surprise visitor to our feeders, the black-throated mango. This medium-large hummingbird is widespread in its range, but it's uncommon. And we had 2 different female black-throated mangoes visiting us at our apartment in Ayempe. It was a delight. Another bird we were able to see close up several times in the wild and at our feeders was the long-billed Starthroat. If you're in this area, you may also get a treat and see the purple-crowned fairy. We did not see any this trip, but we know of people that have right in this area. A beautiful striking hummingbird, the violet-bellied hummingbird, we only saw in the wild and from a distance. We also saw several times the Amazalia hummingbird. This bird here wouldn't come to feeders for us, but that's not to say it won't ever. If you're ever visiting southern coastal Ecuador and you have any more questions about the hummingbirds you might see when you're here, ask us questions in the comments below. We've had a great time exploring around this area. Now it's time to move on to the southern elevated jungles of Ecuador. See you soon.